Hello, friends. Welcome to Brickshire Golf Club in Providence Forge, Virginia. Providence Forge is located off of Route 64 in Virginia between Williamsburg and Richmond. And Brickshire Golf Club is right down the street from Colonial Downs Racing Track, where there is just a ton of excitement throughout the summer and throughout the year. And Brickshire is a course that you should sleep on no longer. You should get there and play it at every opportunity you have, whether it's an outing, whether it's just a Saturday or Sunday round, whatever it is, get to Brickshire and check this out. It's a Tom Clark design. Curtis Strange was a design consultant, and there are 4 emulation holes on the course, which Curtis used as to pay homage to some of his favorite holes around the country and around the world. Number 1 is modeled after number 3 at Augusta National Golf Club. And I can't show you the pictures here, but you should look them up and you will see that they bear a very strong resemblance, each of these holes. There aren't just little bits and pieces that are taken from those holes across the world. There are actual layout borderline replicates it. It's very nice. It's very unique. There's 4 holes on the course. Number 1, again, is after number 3 at Augusta National. I took mini driver off the tee. Chris and I chose to play 1 tee up from the back. The back tees can stretch out to almost 7,300 yards. We hadn't really signed up for that on this day. So we played it from the burgundy tees, which tip out at about 6,700 yards. They play to about 6,700 yards. On some of the aerial footage, you are going to see some puddles in the bunkers. The club had received a very big rain in the day prior to us playing there. Otherwise, these are typically not there, and the bunkers are in very good condition. This was just an anomaly that we came to play on a day right after they had a very big rain. So here we are through number 2, and I'm just going to tap that in, save my par, and this is a look at number 3. Number 3 is a par 5, and you see you have a little bit room off to the right, and then you have some bunkers there that protect the layup shot. At 562 yards, the way that I'm hitting it, I'm not going to get there in 2, so I really did need to play this as a 3-shot hole. I hit it over there in the right rough. All I tried to do was hood like a 7 or an 8 iron.
It's a good shot out of there
to get past those bunkers that are here in the middle and just get something that could run with a little bit of a draw and have a little bit of run to it. And I left myself with about 110-ish yards, and just left this a little bit left of the flag, but 25 feet left of the flag wasn't a big deal, and hit a good putt here and just left it right in the jaws. But the greens rolled great all day, especially for the amount of rain that they had. The course was in tremendous shape apart from some of those puddles in the bunkers, which fortunately for us, we hit it decent that we didn't experience any of that, but the course was in tremendous shape. Number 4 is a par 3. Our first look at Ace Cam, it plays 184 yards from those burgundy tees. And you really have to be good with your distance control, especially on the par 3s here at Brickshire, because you're not always playing to the full depth of the green. If you had a whole location sheet, you might see the depth of the green is like, 35 or whatever it is, but a lot of times the green sort of runs left to right and you don't get to play the full depth of it. So from the angle that you're coming in on, you aren't able to utilize the full depth. So you really do need to be accurate with your distance control at Brickshire, and probably a lot of courses, but here I would certainly point that out on the par 3s specifically. Number 5, 440 yards. This is a tough hole. Number 5. It is the 5th handicap hole. It actually might even be the first handicap hole, depending on what men's tees you're playing from. It looks like it is number 1 handicap hole on the tees that we were playing from. I'm going to scramble here to try to get away with a bogey. This was I pulled a 5-iron on the second shot and
Great shot.
able to chip it to 6 inches, tap this in with my wedge, and get out of there with a scrambling bogey, which I will absolutely take after the way things were going. Number 6, it was a really nice hole. It's wide there in the layup area. If you wanted to lay back, it plays 262 yards. So for a lot of players from these burgundy tees, it's playing drivable. Even from the black tees, for a bigger hitter, it's playing 294. I was able to hit mini driver here. I think, look, you can see there, pin high. I was in the rough. Like I said, it pinches in up there, so there's a lot of room in the layup area. But as you go up there towards the green, you really do need to be accurate. I was able to get that up and down for birdie. Number 7 here is a replica or emulation of number 11 at Pinehurst number 2. Not a lot of numbers to try to keep track of. Number 7 is an emulation of number 11 at Pinehurst number 2. And we looked it up on every hole where we played an emulation hole. We looked it up and we could tell straight away that this was modeled after close to those holes. This is a beautiful hole, and I was able to hit a decent enough drive that I left myself with, I think, a 7, maybe a 6-iron in, and hit a nice shot up there onto the green. Just missed my birdie putt, but I'm going to make a par here. So I wouldn't go around bragging that you parred number 11 at Pinehurst number 2, but you can talk about it, and it is a great hole. It really is a great hole. Here, number 8, par 3, you can see what I'm talking about. You have the left and right to use in terms of missing this, and I think that that's probably favorable for a lot of golfers. You can hit a hook, you can hit a pull, and might be able to hit that front left part of the green, especially to the hole location that we were playing to, back right today. No aces again, but I did get this ball onto the green. You can see there, you've got a good look. I hit it pretty much straight at it, and I want to say 15 to 20 feet up the hill to try to make a birdie. And just rolled it by on the high side. But read, though. I'm going to take that par for sure and move on to number 9, which is an emulation of number 14 at St. Andrews at the old course. Even with a Brickshire version of Hellbunker. So try to stay away from that. This hole did give me fits. I will tell you that. And I hit it right. I'm happy to be able to get the camera in here and give you a view of what I faced. I hit a great punch out, and it hit the last sort of low-hanging branch, and really ended up only advancing the ball like 50 yards, where I was looking at advancing it over 150 with the way that I'd hit that. Hit one of the last branches, came down in the rough, had to hit another one of those chasing hooded irons to run down in the fairway. 8-iron here from about 160 yards, played slightly uphill, which I did not take into account, and I come up short here. And so another position where I've got to try to get up and down to save bogey, which doing that on a par 5 is never, ever, ever fun, and never a good feeling. But hit a good chip here to below the hole and knock it in to save bogey. That's the front 9 at Brickshire in Providence Forge, New Kent County. There's a lot going on in New Kent, and Brickshire is one of those attractions, so I encourage you to get there and play when you have the opportunity. We'll see you soon.